Giselle, brilliant, well played. You played arguably the two best teams in the country in the space of 7 days when we last saw you. You probably did not go into this game saying to the girls, this is a pushover.
Absolutely not. No, you can't be complacent about any game you play. And the results in the league this week, right across the league, show that. So there's been some very different results this week. You have to perform on the day, and we have pride in the performances that we put out, and it's really important that we perform to our ability week in, week out.
It's almost like a game of two halves, pardon the expression, but you were much more clinical than them in the first half.
Yeah, I think we came out well. We controlled the contact really well, and Richmond's line speed was very, very good in the first 20 minutes. So we had to go to a kicking game to turn them, which then, our kick chasers, our back three, went really well today, and they also finished off some really good tries through their physicality in the contact area. So I was really impressed with them, and then we got caught in a scrum fest in the second half, which, Richmond really didn't give up in that area, and they kept putting us under pressure. But again, 17 minutes of defence to keep your line intact was really, really good, and will stand us in good stead next week, because Gloucester are a very good side, and we need to win that game next week. And so to have that 17 minutes of constant defence was a good thing for us to have to work on, in order that we go into next week well prepared.
You guys defended as if your lives depended on it. We were watching from the sidelines, and we were impressed.
We take pride in our defence, and I think we are a very good defensive side. The girls work really hard for each other. Their tackle technique they work incredibly hard on, and they don't like the line being crossed. Although they will be disappointed, because when they do manage a zero, they get donuts in the team room on Tuesday night, but they let one in, so they don't get them now. So they will be disappointed with that. But they do work really, really hard defensively, and they do work for each other. So yeah, that was an impressive stint when Richmond were hammering on our line.
The key, surely, in the second half was pressing the Richmond girls so that they did not get any momentum, so they did not get any fluency. That was what struck us, that there was no momentum able to be started by Richmond.
I think, again, they had the ball for such long periods of time, and we just couldn't get hold of the ball. And the couple of times we did, it was our own mistakes that put us back under pressure. From the defensive point of view, they just keep coming. Our line speed is very good, and we just kept putting them under pressure, and it's very hard to generate that momentum. They got some really good carries, which pressure, but it's then being able to get that ball back quickly and get the second carry in, which is where we were able to hit them and stop that happening with our line speed. So they weren't able to string two or three together, which is where the momentum lack came.
Thanks, Giselle. Have a great evening.
Thank you very much.